Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin, utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
Today, guys, as you guys know, I'll just, as we kind of kick this thing off, you guys know right now, we are in a pivotal time in Auvoria Prime. We are really on the precipice of some major growth, what I believe to be unbridled growth, especially coming out of our Orlando Ride the Wave Summit, which is coming up very, very quickly. And we have just made the beginning of really a small shift that is going to change the trajectory of all of our businesses, I believe, for the better moving forward, being the launch of the pre-launch, of the beta version of AP Live and the Aero Trade Rooms. Give me a 7 in the chat box. Give me a fire emoji. Give me something in there. If you guys are listening to me right now and you guys are excited to tune in to these awesome trade rooms. Awesome. I know Marissa's going to be on. Contanto, Kevin, come on. Man, I'm excited. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be really, really awesome. Everybody on here is an affiliate, and I want to just speak to that before we dive into this call. What we're going to be doing on this call is we are going to be just going over the Facebook group, the basics of ATM, kind of freshening everybody up on that, the psychology behind why that is such a phenomenal model to build. Kevin, what's up, my man? Good to see your face, dude. So awesome meeting you there in Dallas. We're going to be going through, again, kind of the psychology, the 3 questions behind why the ATM method is such a phenomenal way to build, and why we've decided to really, as one unit, as one family here at Auvoria Prime, kind of come together and throw all of our energy, all of our prospects, eyeballs into one group that's going to create the energy, the momentum, the social proof to show that what we have is working. So we're going to be talking about ATM. We're going to be going through some of the basics. I've got Cameron on here. We're going to screen share, going to walk through that. We're then going to, at the end of the call, if you guys have not yet downloaded the app over, we're going to show you guys how to actually find the disclaimers to post results, and how to overlay the correct disclaimers on those results, so we can all post some results together at the end of this call as well. It's going to be phenomenal. But, actually, before I dive in, Cameron, do you have anything that you want to share, just coming off of Dallas, speaking to the affiliates that are on this call, as we are about 5 weeks out from Ride the Wave Summit in Orlando. Any thoughts on your end before we dive into the training today?
The simple thought is that when we were sitting in Dallas and we had Nathan, who's our head of education and Forex, or director of Forex, and then we have Cash, who just came on board, who we saw in person, you and I and Matt, we saw what he's able to do with just a couple $100 in his Aero options account. And then having Dante, Jackie, and Matt, and you and myself, and people that have been in the industry for over 5 years, over 8 years, over 10 years, have seen a good amount of success, and we're planning to do this all around the country and all around the world. It begs the question of who and what teams are going to be the groups that get us to come out and do an AP Live in their city, their country, and their part of the world. That's like that. The biggest thing is when I first got into this industry, I was like, okay, I want to get my upline I want to force my upline to come out to my area. I want to be able to get them to run meetings and get them to speak in front of the people that I know, because I know that if they saw the product, they saw the value, they saw the company in person, not just on a Zoom call, I knew that they would see what I saw. So the biggest question I have for everyone that's watching on the call and anyone that's watching the recording is, are you going to be the one that makes it so that we have to have an AP Live in in LA, AP Live in London, AP Live in Australia, wherever? And with the COVID restriction, anything with it starting to get lifted off, we're going to be able to go anywhere within the next 6 months to 1 year. I would even say potentially even sooner. So I'm just fired up from the event, seeing all the profits and seeing these experts on the charts and what they're going to be doing every day, pretty much throughout the week, for us to be able to profit with them. And then from there, being able to I just get so excited about the products, and then being able to take those profits and be able to divvy it up at a high level. I mean, just really being able to, if you need to pay bills, if you're looking to build a long-term growth with the EAs, sky's the limit. It just comes down to discipline and taking action daily. So, Kanoa, I mean, we could talk all day about the AP Live Dallas event. No, that's incredible. It was the first event.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And what's up, Sydney? Welcome to the call. So awesome meeting you as well down there in Dallas. Excited. I see Kevin threw a thumbs up. I think he's said he's bringing us back to Dallas for some more AP Live events. But yeah, excited. Let's go ahead and dive in, guys. We today, being that we've just kind of shifted, we're launching this ATM Facebook group, AP Legacy, as you guys all know. And we really want to, as a collective, as a unit, as a affiliate-based family here at Auvoria Prime, really begin to level up that group, because it's going to level up all of our businesses. It's going to level up the social proof. It's going to show people what we have works. So the first three things that I want you guys to all write down, we're going to get back to the basics on this call. We're going to get back to the basics on this call of why and how to ATM. There is a saying by, why am I forgetting his name right now? Eric Worre, of course, that says, right, the way that you create massive success in network marketing is how you get a large amount of people to do a couple simple things consistently over an extended period of time, right? You get a large amount of people to do a few simple things consistently over an extended period of time. And, when I first got into the network marketing industry, everything that I did to build my business was 100% organic. Cameron, if you wouldn't mind, I don't know if you are a host, or Matt, if you're still on the call, we've got people still popping in the waiting room, and I'm kind of hopping back and forth to approve them.
I'm letting them know. Don't worry about it. I'm letting them know.
Okay, cool. 10-4. So when I first got into this industry, guys, and I don't think a lot of you guys know my story. I grew up in Hawaii. I got introduced, my dream was to play college soccer. My freshman year in college, I got introduced to network marketing, fell in love with it, sunk my teeth in. And the way that I built was 100% offline, right? It was belly to belly, running home events after home events after home events after home events. And I'm grateful that I started in the industry in that way. And learning those skills, and learning to lead, and learning to speak in front of the room, and learning to communicate with people, and so on and so forth, right? And then, I learned the other side. I learned the high tech side of the industry, and started to leverage more of social media, started to leverage more of funnels and things of that nature, right? And we have a plethora of experience and knowledge on both sides. And that's what you have in the network marketing industry. You have the high tech side and you have the high touch side. And ATM is, really the simplest and the easiest way to get the newest affiliate to duplicate in my opinion, exposures. Because when we get into network marketing, right, one of the biggest things that you have to help people to overcome is, right, fear of what other people think, right? Fear of loss and the inability, because not everybody can pitch, sell, and close, and so on and so forth, right? The ability to feel confident about going and sharing this and speaking, hopping on a call, talking about everything that we have, so on and so forth, right? So that's why we leverage tools. Now, all of you guys know that. You guys have heard the saying, right? Don't be the message, right? Be the messenger. Don't be the message, be the messenger. And so with ATM, really it's designed to help the newest person be able to just so naturally on a platform that their prospects are already native to, or their eyeballs are already on, so naturally be able to get in front of their prospects, not only with their own results, but with the validity and the social proof of hundreds or thousands of other people's results, which helps answer the first psychological question that every single person has when they are looking at potentially, when you're talking to them, right? Every single prospect. So I want you guys to write these 3 questions down. The first question is, and I'll go ahead and throw it in the chat here, is, does this work? Does this work? That's the very first question, right? Every single person, right? That's the very first question that you're going to ask when you're looking at to buy something, when you're looking at, an opportunity, is this legit? Does it work? Right? Does it work? Right? That's the very first question. The second question, you can write this one down. And I'm going to type it and throw it in the chat for you guys. Why is this working? So psychologically, right? You got to think, okay, from your prospect's mind, right? From the people that you guys are talking to, and this is, we want to help people to master this process so that you guys can duplicate and teach this, right? It's very simple. 3 questions. Does this work? Why is this working? And then the next question is, how can this work for me? Okay. So psychologically, everybody starts with, does this work? When that question is answered in their mind, when they realize, right? When they realize that what we have works, right? Or there's enough social proof to show that what we have works, right? They have moved past over that obstacle. They now know, okay, they're curious, because even though they're not ready to necessarily maybe sign up yet, even though they don't know all the answers, they know something's working, right? They know that there's validity to the fact that there's people from all these different countries posting their results in the Facebook group. So they answered that question. How does this work? Then they're going to start asking in their own mind, whether they realize this or verbalize the question or not. This is kind of the stage of what they're thinking. Second stage is why, right? Why is this working, and how does this work, right? And the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is because it's important for you as you know how you pull people through your pipeline from not knowing about what we have, and even being skeptical, to being a superstar on your team, or being a happy customer on your team, right? This is the 3-stage psychological process that they're going to be going through, right? So when you first expose them, right, they need to know whether it works or not. Then they're going to start thinking, how can this work for me? Why is it working? Why is this working? And then how can I make this work for me, when they realize that it's working and why it's working, right? And they see that proof. So those are the 3 questions. So I'm gonna dive into now the pipeline, the process, right? And this can be a little different, based on your style. But I'm just going to show you guys the simplicity of ATM, and how this is something that you can get the newest person who's never been involved in network marketing to duplicate just so easily. So with that being said, let me go ahead. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. You guys all following? Give me a thumbs up. Unmute your undo your video. Give me a thumbs up. Throw a 7 in the chat. Let me see if you guys still following me. Are we still good? All right, awesome. Cool. All right, so let me share my screen really quick. And I will. Scott, my man, thanks for tuning in. Hey, can you give me a thumbs up? Can you see my screen? Awesome. Okay, cool. Got the head nod. Okay, so I have 2 tabs pulled up here, right? As you guys can see, I've got the AP Legacy Facebook group. And then I also have this funnel that leads into the group. So let's go ahead and let's just walk through the pipeline and the process. What is ATM? Well, ATM is add, tag. It stands for add, tag, and message, right? Which most of you, probably all of you, probably already know, is adding people to this Facebook group, right? Come up here on the top right. Once you guys are already in here, you click invite, and then you can add people. So I'm just gonna add my brother to the Facebook group. Boom, send the invite. I've added him to the group. Once he approves it, he'll be in here, and I'll be able to tag him. Okay. So what we want to do prior to the invitation, right? Or the technical side of the invitation, but adding them to the Facebook group or leveraging this funnel, is reaching out to them, right? Inviting them, whether that's a quick 1-minute phone call, whether that is a text message of, hey, you got to take a look at what I'm doing. If I added you to the Facebook group, I just posted some results in. Would you be able to take a look at it? Go check it out. Right? Simple narrative. There's no one size fits all script. We are going to have some training and some scripts coming out specifically tailored to our products and AP, the trade rooms, so on and so forth, that are probably really going to help the duplication process for all of you guys, for all of your people. But all of you guys are affiliates on here. You know the basics of an invite. Keep it short, simple. And if I would, boom, you get that confirmation, you add it to the Facebook group. So that's what the add part of ATM is, right? Adding. Then you hop in here and you're actually able to tag them. The other way to invite, just really quick, is this funnel, right? This funnel, Matt recorded a phenomenal video, and I'll send in the chat the actual link to this for you guys. Let me go ahead and do that. me/invite. Boom, there you guys go. This funnel will be finalized and put into Share Auvoria for all of you guys, so that it actually links directly to your shopping cart. And that's in the process of being done. But for now, this is just a generic funnel that's not going to lead to any sign up, but it leads into the Facebook group. And so you guys can see it's just a very simple, and this will be finalized, but it's a very simple. Matt did about a global sales for Auvoria Prime, and under 2-minute video. And he's just saying, hey, your friend invited you to this Facebook group. And he just creates curiosity. He just creates curiosity and invites them to come and take a look at the proof of what we have, right? So very simple 2-minute video invite. You shoot this off, say, hey, check this video out, right? Boom. And they're going to go ahead and click check out our group. It's going to lead them to this next page, which you guys have seen this video of Chris, right? And him just breaking down Auvoria Prime A to Z. Great, phenomenal, very well produced video. And then boom, they'll click see results now, and it's going to lead them right into the Facebook group, right? So that's also an avenue for the invitation, where they're actually getting exposed. If you did not use the funnel, what you want to do is you want to tag them here in the, let's see. Oh, it looks like it's currently an announcement. We'll have to make this a pinned post. But let me go back here. So you want to tag them in the pinned post right here, which is just invited you to our private Facebook. That same video, right? So come in here, comment, and say, I just added Cameron. See, look, this is a great example. Jasmine Holder, she's absolutely crushing it. I don't know if she's on this call right now, but look at the way that she is inviting. I want to specifically use this as an example. She didn't just come in here on the comment and just go like this. Cameron, why is her car not popping up? There we go. Perfect. So notice Jasmine didn't come in here, tag somebody that she added, right? Add, tag, and just throw a name on, right? She came in and said, hey, tag them. Daniel, welcome. Here's the first little intro video. If you haven't watched yet, be sure to give it a watch. Boom. Malcolm, welcome, Malcolm. Check out this welcome video. I'm going to tag you in some of the results so you can check them out. Heather, hey, welcome to you. And Dylan, if you guys haven't not seen this yet, give it a watch, right? Every single one of the people that she tags in these pin post video, and then if you scroll down through all the results that people are tagging their prospects in when they get into this group, it's personalized. It's not just throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks, right? She's inviting them properly. Clearly, she has had a conversation with them in the invite process, saying, hey, I got something that is blowing my mind, and I need to share it with you. I need you to take a look at it. I've been hopping in these trade rooms for like the last week, and my mind is blown. If I add you a Facebook group, would you check it out? Like, you just need to take a look at this, right? Simple. Whatever you're going to share to create that curiosity, and then if I would you into the Facebook group. And so she's having those conversations. She's having the invite process. She's doing it with excellence. And then when she's tagging them into the pin post, tagging them into see the results that she wants them to see, it's personalized, right? Tags Heather, welcome to you and Dylan. I would imagine, that's Heather's husband, right? If you guys haven't seen this yet, give it a watch, right? So that's huge. That's big time, because you want them to, the likelihood, I'm telling you right now, the likelihood of Heather and Dylan watching this video when she just maybe tags Heather and doesn't say anything versus says, hey, welcome to you and Dylan, so on and so forth, right, is so the probability of them watching the video, checking stuff out is much higher, right?
Yeah. And can I speak on that, Kanoa? Can you hear me?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah. So the money is made in the details. The money is ultimately made in the details. Anyone can go through and just, spam their entire Facebook friends and say, send a generic message every single time saying, hey, want to add you to a page, blah, blah, blah. And it's just and then once they get added to the page, just tag them and kind of do what Kanoa is doing, as he's showing you guys a better way to do it. Anyone can do that. But you want to, if you're going to add someone to the page, if you're going to do anything in general, you do not want to cut any corners, or just do it as fast as possible. That little extra, what about that person, that little extra personalization is going to is what's going to pull on their emotions just a little bit more. So, for example, what I like to do, and what I learned from the king and queen of ATM, is when you're inviting them to the group. And for me, I like numbers. So I like to use my own personal results as a screenshot when I send it to somebody. And then I say, look, I've been using this for blank amount of period of time. Whether it's an account that I just started a month ago, or it's an account that I've been using for 2 years, or it's a trade that I just made last week on the trade room, whatever it is. I'll send that and I'll say, look, I want to add you to this page. People from all over the world are killing it. I've been using it for this amount of time. Let me know. I assume that they want to see this, because everyone wants to make money. So I say, let me know when you have accepted the invite. Get back to me when you've accepted the invite. So then I can then tag you and show you some people that are winning, that are from Africa, or people that I send a message like that. And when I send this message, I actually do not type it out. I use voice message because I want them to hear my excitement, and I want them to hear in my voice. I want
Voice
them to
message
hear
is huge.
I want them to hear the emotions that I'm having and what this is doing for me. So, and it makes it very, you can actually do them quicker. So it shouldn't be more than 2 minutes, 1 minute each voice clip, because Facebook only allows you to send 1 minute at a time. So I'm going to say that again, one more time. I send a screenshot of my own personal result. And then I say, hey, look, people, I need to add you to this page because people from all over the world are profiting in whatever product result I'm sending them. If it's Gearbox or if it's one of the trade room, again, trades, so on and so forth. And I let them know, look, get back to me when you've accepted the invite to the page. So then I can go and tag you and you can see what's going on. And I just make it very specific, and I keep it very similar around that invite every time. And so then when they get back to me, then I know, okay, I get a notification in my messenger. Okay, Spencer just messaged me back. He's ready to take a look at this. So then I'm not wasting my time with people that aren't getting, if they don't get back to me, then I'm not gonna hound them. I'm not gonna try to chase them. But if it's someone that gets back to me, then I know, okay, I've got them on the hook. They're interested. They're really taking a look at it, and I'll then do what Kanoa is talking about. I'll tag them to the pinned video, and I'll say, whatever personalized message.
Yeah, that's so good. The money is 100% made in the details, and those are some ninja level skills Cam just dropped for you guys. So definitely take note of those, and start to apply them. Yeah, start to apply them. The smallest tweaks in the way that you do things will help tremendously. Will help tremendously. So yeah, and Cam, feel free to just interject, man. I'm just going to kind of flow and we can bounce back and forth. But the next thing, right? So you've added people to the group. We've talked a little bit about, the invitation process. I love what Cam was talking about with leveraging the voice messages, whether you get your messaging on Facebook, pretty much every platform now you can send a voice message. And it's easier, faster. You can do it on the go, and I use them all the time. I love it personally. I think you can communicate much more effectively. So add, right? You tag, and then it's really the message part, right? That following up process. And again, we're really excited. We're going to be coming out with some scripts and some detailed training, even in a PDF form. It's all going to be on Team Auvoria. Talking about that follow-up process, talking about the message, that message segment of the process, and even implement some potentially some creative things. There's a couple different ways you can do this, right? With let's say we have, let's say some of you guys on here I know are already ranked up, right? You may be able to just ATM and message them personally to follow up. But for the people that are on your team, maybe they've just gotten started, right? What I want to encourage you guys to do is have those people, or if you yourself, aren't confident yet on just asking the simple questions to close, then I would suggest doing a 3-way message with, somebody that is, and you can do that as well, right? Where you message them and put them in a group chat with your upline. That way they can help answer the questions that they have, so on and so forth. So you add them to the group, you tag them into the pin post, let them see, the results, and then the questions that you ask. And Cameron, why don't we do this? Actually, if you're still tuned in, what are some of the favorite things that you like to ask people post them seeing results? right? So you've added them, you've tagged them to the group. What are some maybe even some do's and don'ts in terms of following up with people?
Well, so Eric Worre, who you referenced before, in his trainings in network marketing, he talks about how, and this is trainings in all sales, but he brings up the fact that the average person, it takes them 5 exposures before they say yes. So all I'm trying to do after getting someone exposed to the Facebook group and exposed to different posts is I'm trying to connect that person with people or with another exposure where a story or something about the company is being shared. So this is where you can get really creative. This is what I like to do. The first thing I like to do is I want to reach out and I say, I always come back to assuming, because I'm tagging them. They're seeing the profits. So I'm saying, I'm let them know, hey, look, obviously you're seeing people from, I tagged you in that person's, and I like to use people's posts that are not just from the United States. From the United States, I like to use people from all around the world because I think that has a big impact on and shows really the validity that this can work for anyone. So I keep track of who I'm tagging in different posts on Trello. And so when I'm doing that, I reference that post that I tagged them on. I say, hey, look, this is in voice clip again. Hey, look, Spencer, I tagged you in that post from my friend out in Cameroon. Obviously, you saw that account. That person's just got started in the last couple months. Look, I'm sure you have a good amount of questions about how this is working and how this can work for you. And I bring up the questions, those 3 questions that Kanoa shared with you guys, the psychology behind it. And then I depending on how many times I've tagged them or where they're at in the process, I then will either get them on a 3-way call or set up a Zoom call with someone that's either on my team or someone that's in my upline, so that they can then, so I'll say, hey, when works, because I would love for someone, one of my friends or one of my business partners to share how long they've been using this platform and to share, what it's done for them. So I find a time that they can jump on a 3-way Zoom call or a 3-way phone call. And then all I'm focusing on is that person that I'm trying to tag them to. All I'm focusing on, that person I'm getting on a call with, is having that person that gets on the call share their story, share how long they've been using it for, their success, and what they're trying to gain from this platform. And then all I'm asking is, all I want to do on that, then from there on that call, I want to find out what that person's goal is and what they would want from the platform. And then I simply just ask for the sale. So that's one exposure of many possibilities, so that you can get that person to get a high calibrating exposure from what this platform is doing. That's probably one of the highest, is getting someone on a call to share their story. The next one, the next thing is I'll actually invite someone to a developer call. I'll take one of our developer calls and I'll say, hey, look, you've obviously been watching. I'll send another message. Hey, Spencer, you spoke 3 days ago. I know you spoke with Kanoa. Again, I appreciate the time. And what I want to do, and I don't do this for everyone, what I want to do is I want to give you a sneak peek as to what it's going to be like when you're involved with the platform. I want to give you a sneak peek as to what it's going to look like, of what you're going to do, what you can be able to do, and what you're going to be doing to plug in on a weekly basis. So tomorrow or on Friday at whatever time the developer call is, I'll say, look, make time for about 30 minutes to jump on this call. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to use the developer call as another exposure for that person to get an idea of how they are going to be plugging in on a week-to-week basis. And then, so that'd be my second exposure. And so I just do little things and tweak little things. And then if after that, if they haven't signed up after those 2 exposures, then I'm going to tag them again. And I'm going to repeat the process. And then during this process, let's say I get them on a call with Kanoa. And when I get them on a call with Kanoa, I'm going to ask that person, what do you like best? What about hearing about this platform and these products makes the most sense to you? I want them focusing on what they're excited about, what they like, so that they're starting to think, okay, this is what makes sense to me. And they're psychologically thinking, okay, this is why I would buy this product. This is why I would become a customer of this product. And at the end of that, after I get them to ask them what makes the most sense, then I'm going to ask them, so on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being this is not, not for me, and 10 being I'm ready to go, where are you at? Let's say Spencer's like, I'm a 6, or I'm a 7, or I'm an 8, or I'm a 5. No matter what number Spencer gives me, my follow-up question to that is, okay, why'd you not choose a 3? Why'd you not choose let's say that he says he's a 7. Why'd you not choose a 6? Why'd you not choose a 5? Then Spencer is basically going to answer and justify why this makes sense again. And ultimately, in sales, all you're trying to do, someone needs to start to justify and come to the conclusion themselves that it makes sense. So the more that they say yes, and that the more they think about why it makes sense, it's going to lead them to making a decision to buy. So that's kind of the process that I take. I try to get them to just more exposures. And it's never no. It's just, so if someone's like, I'm not interested. Like, okay, don't worry about that. That's okay. For me, I then let them know, well, every so often, I'm going to continue to just to tag you, because obviously, everyone wants to make money, and you're seeing people using our products that's working for them. So I'll just continue to tag you, and you just let me know when the time is right. That's like, if someone abruptly is like, no, I am not interested, this is not for me, I still am letting them know that I'm going to slowly keep dripping on them, because it's ultimately, I personally know that anyone can use this product or these products. I know anyone can use it. The only difference is whether they think they can use it or they don't think they can use it. And my goal is to help them think that they can use it, because I know that even if you're the busiest person in the world, you can get these products working for you. So for me, I don't really take no for an answer. I continue to help them along the line of justifying and making sense and seeing that this can work for them with very, very little time.
So good, dude. So good. Hope you guys are taking notes, man. I want to piggyback off a couple of things that you said and kind of share even a little more detail on that. One of the things that I do and that I've taught people to do is if that's, if it's a not now, right? Similar to Cameron, he lets them know, hey, I'm going to continue to tag you in some of these posts, and you just let me know when the time is right. Right. Or if you ever have, or when you have some questions, right? Whatever that may be. So one of the other things that you can share in that same narrative that I've taught people to do is you get permission. And after somebody says no, they're never going to say no to this next question, which is, look, cool. No worries. I understand that right now is not the time for you. But hey, would it be cool if you mind if I keep you posted on my results on how this is working for me, right? So you get permission to continue to send your results to them and continue to drip on them. So the other thing that I love about the ATM message in the Facebook group is that when you get somebody into this group, right, they are going to continually be dripped on, right? Because they get a notification when, you post in the group. Every single time you post in the group without you having to reach out to them, right, they're going to get a ding, Cameron posted in AP Legacy, right? And those are subtle drips of exposures, right? They go and they take a look at that. Boom, they see Davor in Croatia. They see, people in Europe. They see different people posting their results. They see more social proof, and it builds, right? We see thousands and thousands of ads every day, right? And the more that we get in front of people's faces, the more likely, more things are in front of us, the more comfortable we are, more likely we are to be comfortable purchasing, moving forward, so on and so forth. And so that's the other thing that I love about this method is you get to leverage the social proof and the efforts of the company and all the other affiliates to continue to stay in front of your prospect. And people will be dripped on, right? When we stream a live call into the Facebook group, right? Every single week, they're going to get notification. Hey, someone's gone live in AP Legacy, right? So it's a phenomenal place to add your prospects to and leverage this system. The other thing I want to talk about just really quick, because a lot of you guys have built organically, and then we can move on to a time where we can really screen share again and show you guys how to leverage use post a testimonial. But the point of this Facebook group, right, is that social proof aspect. When we build organically, and we when I say that, I mean more offline, right? You have offline building and you have online building, right? When we built offline, right, you invite people to a home event, right? Your leadership comes into town. Maybe there's a hotel event like we had in Dallas, and once every month or whatever the frequency is, you have credibility coming into town, and you have the social proof of more than you and your team going to that event, right? And so your prospect is able to show up to the event, and what happens psychologically? Well, the reason why events are so effective, and what happens psychologically at an event, is they see that the person that's inviting them is not the only one. They see that there's other people. There's older people, there's younger people, there's all kinds of people that are at this event that believe in what's happening, that are seeing results with what's happening, right? So at an event, that's the same thing that's happening, social proof. So we've taken that social proof, which happens maybe once a week, once a month, right, at an hour or two time slot, and you got to try to get your prospects there, to an online version of that in a Facebook group that's open 24/7. You can plug people into at any time of the day from anywhere in the world. And as Auvoria Prime and as leadership, we have a content schedule that we're going to be rolling out along with all of you as affiliates posting your results. We are going to make this Facebook group something that is captivating, something that is full of energy, full of proof, full of interviews that we're doing with customers having success, full of just results, right? Where people get added and they see unequivocally that something is happening here, right? That they joined the group 2 weeks ago, and now there's already another 1,000 people that are a part of this group, and they see that it's working, right? So we want to take, as we scale Auvoria Prime, as we go, to these heights that we want to reach, we want to take advantage of both options. We are going to build offline, and we're going to build online. You guys just experienced our very first AP Live Dallas event. That's why AP Live, our AP Live platform, is going to be online, right? Trade rooms as well as offline trade rooms, city tour events all over the world. So we're going to be taking advantage of both methods and methodologies to build. But this Facebook group is where you want to be. This is like the daily stuff, the daily things you take advantage of. And then those month-to-month events, those, summits, like so on and so forth, you're really able to drive your people into those. But in between that, this is how you expose, and get your teams to expose people to what it is that we have. So that being said, Cam, any thoughts from you? Kind of wrapping up ATM. Did we have anything that we need to show? I know one thing that would be helpful. We need to show people where to find the disclaimers, how to post, stuff like that. But anything else on your end that you want to chime in before we do that?
No, I don't. I think we're going to be driving everything through the Facebook group. So most of the calls, I know we're going to be doing one live trading call every week. And we're going to be like honing that in exactly what that looks like during this pre-launch process, during this beta phase of the trade rooms up until Orlando. It's just, we are curating an environment and a community where we're all leading with the value of our products. And even with our events that we're running, we're leading with the value of our products, where we're trading live with people in whatever city that we're in. And so we are making this, we're kind of switching, we're changing it up a little bit. We're not leading. Yes, we're bringing up an opportunity for people to be able to trade and win with us and build their legacy, but we're really keeping that at the forefront. And this is what, when people recognize the value, those are the people that are going to say, wow, I can just, by bringing value to people, I can then build a business surrounded by that. So that's all I would say, Kanoa. In terms of adding anything, I want to be able to make sure that we can really, what you're talking about with curating this group to be very valuable and living and breathing. I want to make sure and take the time right now to be able to show you guys how to do that and how to add to the community. Because ultimately, this is not about just a couple people. This is about everyone showing in being transparent with their results in the page, because that's what's going to make our page so incredibly valuable. So it's everyone has a hand in the pot. So I would love to dive into that, Kanoa. Obviously, I'm maybe not obviously, I wasn't able to get on from my computer, so I can't share my screen. But I sent you a couple screenshots that you can pull up and use over on. And then we can post a testimonial.
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking for my adapter. I want to share my phone screen with you guys, because I know that all of us are predominantly use our phones for everything. It's amazing what we can hold in our hand and all the stuff we can do with it. But all right, let me get this connected to see if I can share my phone screen here with y'all. And in the meantime, if you guys have not yet, if you do not have the app Over, OVER, really simple, Over app, go ahead and grab your phone right now and go to the App Store, and we'll do this very, very quickly. So we're going to be off of here in 8 minutes. We have Steve Vetterall's call. It's starting at the top of the hour. So I'm going to take the next 8 minutes, and I'm going to show you guys how to leverage the Over app. Perfect. So let's see here. Oh, look at that. Rod's hopping on in. Okay. All right. Let's share my screen. My account. Let me log in real quick. All righty. Okay. Share. trust. You guys can't see my phone screen yet, can you? Let me try to scan new share. All right. It doesn't look like this cord is working. I'm going to grab a new cord so I can share my phone screen with you guys. In the meantime, download the app over, and on your phone, log into your back office, right? So two homework assignments over the next 60 seconds to a minute to 2 minutes. Go get on your phone if you're on your phone and log into your back office on Safari, right? Or whatever browser, as well as go to the App Store and look for Over. It's a little yellow app with a white circle, just an O, really simple. Download Over and log into your back office. I'll be right back. Am I not muted? You can probably hear my daughter running around like crazy. All right, let's see if this works. What we're going to be doing, guys, is on these affiliate training calls, we're going to be spending some more time at the end of every call, building a culture where we build together. And I think this is going to be very powerful. Similar to how we have the trade rooms. We're going to be able to hop on and trade live with professionals. We also, once a week on our Saturday affiliate training calls, we really want to build a culture where all the affiliates hop on, every affiliate in the company, right? We get everybody on and we do a training, right? We give practical things that are going to help you to advance your business. Mindset, but also we create a space where at the end of that call we take, and today we'll just do it for the next couple of minutes, but we take 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and we build together. We all take action together. We all post our result together, ad tag message people together, and we create that culture. We're all hopping on and building, kind of like do a quick power hour, so to speak, where we're all taking action and exposing, following up, so on and so forth. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to share again. This should work now. Let's share. And you should be able to see my screen. Are we good?
Yeah, we can see it.
My screen? Okay, awesome. Awesome. So let's go ahead and do this. So I already have the app over. I'll go ahead and actually show that to you guys just really quickly. Just to make sure you guys have the right one. This is what it'll look like right here. This one right here. Yellow with white circle, right? Over. Really simple. It's free. Go ahead and get that. Looks like I need to update it. And I have that right here. So next thing we want to do is go to the internet, your browser, and let's go ahead and go to the left side and scroll down. You can do this in your back office as well, and then bring it over to your phone if you want. But on the left-hand menu, you're going to scroll down to resources. And under resources, you'll see here disclaimers. All right, so logged into your back office. On the left-hand menu, you scroll down to resources and you hit disclaimers. And then here, you have every single disclaimer in every single language that we have, right? And you guys can access the marketing guidelines. We have some amazing attorneys and lawyers that have helped us to loosen the previous guidelines so that we can really begin to share all different types of results, right? So you've got whole history disclaimers. So if you're sharing like an MyFX book, right, that's what you would use. If you're sharing like a screenshot of MT4, for example, right, that would be partial history. It doesn't show the entire account history. It only shows maybe a week, a month, a day, right, or a custom time frame. That would be a partial history disclaimer. Hypothetical disclaimer would fall into the category if you're talking about the power of compounding, right? That's the one that you'd want to use, right? So what we'll do is, say you have some results, right? And you can even do this along with me if you want to. But say you have some results. I'll go over here, and I have this right here. So this is an account. This is, I believe, variable or Gearbox, Cameron?
Gearbox.
Gearbox. Okay, cool. So this is a Gearbox account. And then we have, so maybe you have some manual arrow trades. You want to screenshot, the week or the month here of your MT4, and say you want to post that into the group, or share that with a friend or on your social platform. You can do so. But you have to identify what type of result is it. This is a partial result. This does not show the entire account history. It shows only 1 month of that history, and we can see, the profits, so on and so forth. So I've got the photos actually saved to my my camera or my phone. Then I'm gonna head over to the Over app. I'm gonna hit the plus sign.
Hey, Kanoa, you have 5 minutes. Steve's gonna be starting his call 5 minutes late.
Perfect. So I'm gonna hit the plus sign, and then I'm gonna hit image, right? You guys all caught that? You have the Over app. This is like literally super, super simple. Boom. Hit plus sign, hit image. I'm going to add an image, and I'm going to add this guy right here, just as an example. Hit the check mark. Boom. So I've got that there. Now I'm going to head over here back to the disclaimers. Let me show you guys this. Let's go resources, disclaimer. And I'm going to take the partial history disclaimer. I'm going to scroll down. We got Arabic, Croatian, Dutch, Estonian, French, German, all the way down to the US one. And then I'm going to save it to my camera roll. So now I have that as well on my phone. Head back over to Over, and I can add different things to this image. So I could even, I can go ahead and tap on the bottom left. You see image, right? And I could add an image on top of this image. I could even record a selfie video of me, sharing 1 minute about my results this month. And I could tap video, and I could overlay in a smaller box that video of me talking. But let's just say, boom, I'm going to add this disclaimer. You want to make sure that the text on the disclaimer is the same size as the text, obviously, on the actual post. So boom, there we go. I've got that here. You can, move it around. You can make it smaller, bigger, just, with your fingers, and that's how you do it. So super, super simple. Hit that. I'm going to export. I'm going to save it to my photos. Then I head back over there, and boom, I've got it, right? So super, super simple. You guys can get creative. You guys can see the different things you can do with that. But the main thing I want to show you guys is how to leverage that Over app, how to know where to access your disclaimers, and then really a call to action for all of you guys leaving this call right now is hop in, taking your results. Let me stop share here. Is it still frozen on the share, or am I back?
It's frozen. We can see the back office.
Okay, there we go.
It's good now.
So 1 minute, 2 minutes to wrap up. Look, guys, as the more we all buy in, the more we all rise to the occasion to take ownership of this Facebook group as affiliates and start posting our results, adding our people in there. The reason why it works is because we all do it together, right? The reason why the social proof is going to be so undeniable is because of the fact that we have people from all over the world posting their results in their own different languages with their flags. Because we have people all over the world, all of you guys tagging, and people see 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 comments on a pinned post, and they realize, wow, this isn't just like, there has to be something happening here, right? So I wanna make a call to action, a challenge for every single one of you guys on this call is go ahead and on whatever results you have. It doesn't have to be a lot of results. It could be your first week, could be your first day of hopping on and the Arrow trade room, and take your results, throw a disclaimer on them, type up part of your story or your thought process about your results, maybe where you're at along the journey, and then post it. And the beautiful part about that is everybody posting here is going to help everybody else. And that's going to be, you can tag people in your own posts that you make in the Facebook group. So let's get some posts in there. Let's get some results in that Facebook group. That's all I've got for today's affiliate training call. Cameron, do you have anything that you want to close us out with?
No.
Orlando?
I mean, yes, Orlando. I would just say, Kanoa, if you could post those results that you just curated just now in the Facebook page, we'll show you guys that we're posting as well. Orlando, I mean, we don't have enough time to go into it, except for
get there.
You got to be there.
Yeah, it's gonna be unbelievable, guys. What we're launching with these this pre-launch with AP Live is going to be nothing compared to what we launched in Orlando. So get there. I will see you guys there. I appreciate all of you guys for taking the time being on here. Steve Vetterall's call is going to be starting right now. So I will see all of you guys later. Thanks for hopping on this affiliate training call. Let's get after it, and let's take AP to the moon. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.